Okay, good evening everybody and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host JJ48 and tonight we are going to be continuing in Knights of the Old Republic 2. We are on Dantooine. Last time we had explored the lower section of the Jedi temple here. Or not temple, the Jedi enclave. So I'm thinking of in the prequel movies, the Jedi Temple was where the Jedi were on Coruscant. So we explored that. I think we can't get into the upper area, so I think we need to go into the rest of Dantooine. We are looking for Jedi Master Vrook, I think, and yeah, the door's caved in. We had been told that he was here. We found some evidence that he had been here. Some bounty hunters were after him, and he took them out, and then is likely going and trying to chase after them. Or else some more of them caught up with him and caught him, so we'll explore and find out. Okay, there seem to be a lot more people here than there were before. I'm guessing this is the group that we helped out in there, a group of scavengers. So let's... salvagers. Okay, none of them are immediately attacking us or interacting with us, so I guess that they just made it out and are chatting about their adventures, so...
Jiren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Ah, the traveler has returned. I hope that Dantooine is providing suitable distraction and entertainment for you. So, what should we talk about?
Okay, never mind. You're the guy who wanted to sell us the bootleg Jedi holocron, weren't you?
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I was pretty shaken. I really hope the Jedi salvage you bought was worth it. I meant what I said about no returns, though. I need the money to go home. But it's nice to see you again, regardless.
What were you doing in the sub-level? Or can you tell me about the Lagrix? Do you know anything about a thief? How we going? That's right, we were also... had been looking for a thief. I think that was... we found a Padawan in the lower levels who had been there, I guess, since Dantooine fell. You know, since the Enclave was destroyed by the Sith, she had been... forget if she had been like down there doing something and then was trapped, or you know, didn't get the memo to evacuate with everyone else, so she's just been living down there. So I think we already asked all those last time, so yeah, good to see you again. What are our current... Okay, so we found the thief. She's a former Padawan from the Jedi Enclave. We convinced her to stop the thefts. I don't recall who we need to talk to. I think this was one of the people at the like the community center. So need to go back and report that that's taken care of. We found the corpse of another salvager. Okay. This one has a datapad that looks like a will. You should probably deliver your findings to someone at the salvager camp or to Zeron, the militia leader in Kunda. Well, now I'm trying to recall the, trying to recall exactly what that was, because I recall with the choice, I thought there was one of the choices was we would, like basically whether or not the will would be honored, because we found like 2 dead salvagers, and the one left his possessions to the other salvager, you know, presumably not knowing that he had died, or maybe the other one died afterwards. But as a result, there's a dispute as to how. I don't remember exactly what was going on, but I thought I recalled talking to the militia leader might be the one that would be more likely to get a good answer. We'll go see that. I think that's what we'll do. Hopefully, if I'm wrong about that, hopefully the dialogue will give us a chance to back out of that decision. Okay. Yep, we had mercenaries. We found a data pad that contains orders from Oscool to capture Vrook alive and bring him to the Kinrath Caves. So either they captured Vrook and took him to the Kinrath Caves, or else they didn't capture Vrook, but Vrook might have chased him down to the Kinrath Caves. We'll probably head over there and see which it is. And Zarin wants us to clear the Kinrath Caves anyway. Not sure if I saw that we had a quest for this. Jedi have an extremely bad reputation on Dantooine, even worse than it is in the rest of the galaxy. The secret Jedi enclave on Dantooine provoked a brutal Sith occupation during the Jedi Civil War. If that reputation isn't redeemed, it could lead to problems down the road. So we might want to, as we're helping people, maybe we want people to realize that we're Jedi, at least eventually. So, okay, and this is previous stuff. So yeah, the Jedi Masters are gonna meet us here on Dantooine once we find all of them. So, all right, I don't think we've been up this way. Okay. The Force is supposed to be more effective on the weak-minded. How did these things keep on being more resistant to the Force than most of the people in the galaxy we've encountered? Like, these random wild beasts have stronger minds than most sentients we've encountered. Okay. Just trying to get a little closer to this wall because I like being able to see the borders all filled in on our map.
That's another one for me.
You guys fighting, or did you just sneeze with that little jump there? Just kind of curious, the difference between the Cath Hound and the Horn Cath Hound. I mean, obviously the Horn Cath Hound has bigger horns. Looks like it has 3 of them as opposed to 2. Actually, those horns are just like little nubs on top that don't even come to a spike or anything. This is... Hey, it's Mandalorian camp. Nalik, Mercenary, Mandalorian, Isak, Mandalorian, Dopak, and Mercenary. Okay, let's talk.
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalik. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Okay. Like your friend said, I'm not a salvager. I'm a warrior like yourself. I have no problem with you. A mudlicker, is that even an insult? Or you want to fight me? You're as dumb as you look. I'll be going. Well, these mercenaries don't look like they're Mandalorians, but maybe hanging out with Mandalorians they might still respect being a warrior. It's interesting that I have a persuade option but no force persuade. But yeah, I'm not a salvager, I'm a warrior.
You fighting any wars? I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager.
Which side were you in the war? Or why did you want to fight me? What are you mercenaries up to? How'd we going? Which side were you on?
Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers. Most of us mercenaries worked with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war.
Okay, why did you want to fight me?
I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an uppity settler. I've had about enough of their attitude. So I figured blasting one of them would have done me some good. It's been a while since we've had work.
Okay, what are you up to?
You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not going to answer you.
Being a soldier means that I know that you're going to be rude and not answer basic questions? I'm not sure that logic really works out. Oh, now we can force persuade you. You want to answer my question.
I want to answer your question. Oh, my head. I don't know for sure. I hear rumors. I heard we got a secret job working with some powerful organization. No one tells me who. I know we're planning an attack soon, but I don't know against who. They aren't too far, though, because we're expecting to attack soon.
Okay. Any idea who you're working for? Or any hint at all who you're attacking? Yeah, you don't have any idea who you're working for?
I told you what I know. Someone rich and powerful. We're not going to have to hit up settlers for food and supplies anymore. I don't feel so well. I feel dizzy. I gotta go now.
I probably should have asked him who they were attacking instead. Okay, that might have been more useful. Maybe this guy knows. Dopak. I got a little ponytail in the back. Definitely seems like if anybody is leader of the non-Mandalorian mercenaries, it's probably him, because he's got some more unique armor that just kind of really stands out more. And he's also carrying a really big repeating blaster or something, as opposed to just normal blasters that the other guys have.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need.
I know how this works. A mercenary or two can easily get work during the dry times as a bounty hunter or bodyguard. There's always odd jobs around. But large mercenary groups have to wait for things to get interesting to make their credits. It can be very lucrative and challenging work if there are battles to be fought.
If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
Yeah, I'm not looking for work. You don't think I'd make a capable mercenary? Or do you know anything about a thief? Heard you've been making trouble for the settlers. Or what do you think about Dantooine? Let's see. Yeah, do you know anything about a thief? I guess I am looking for a thief.
I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it.
Okay, I guess I do know who the thief is anyway, 'cause that's right, it's the Jedi Padawan. But, I've heard you've been making trouble for the settlers. Is there any way we can get you to stop that?
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Okay. Their skills may not lie solely in warfare. That isn't a failing. But they're also pathetic. I think you have the right idea. What do you think about Dantooine? Can you tell me about the mercenaries? Yeah, the fact that they're not all just about warfare and fighting doesn't necessarily mean that they've failed or it's not a flaw.
You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different.
Okay. Can you tell me about the mercenaries?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Okay, who's your leader? Or why haven't you been able to line up a job? So what do you do when you're between jobs? Okay, who's your leader?
A Sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malik during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Azkul is also the name we were told is the one leading the hunt for Vrook, so it's interesting. Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim, but they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
What do you do when you're between jobs?
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
Okay, let's see. Were there any other topics?
I have time to kill.
What do you think about Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers.
Why choose Dantooine as your base? Or what about the settlers? What do you think about the administrator? It's odd he says, and the settlers, and then it sounds like we're going to interrupt him to ask him about the settlers. Like, we could have just let him finish.
It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride.
Okay, why did you choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cath hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What are you planning to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet.
Is there an option to ask, why are you willing to tell me all this? Like the other guy seemed much more competent. He didn't want to spill the beans till I force persuaded him. You seem like you're just like, yeah, we're planning something. Who cares? It's gonna happen. What do you think about the administrator?
She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Okay, was there anything else?
I have time to kill, and talking about Dantooine just irritates me.
Okay, I think so. I'll be going now. So now we have some Mandalorians. So I guess Mandalorians have been... We know that Mandalorians, after the Mandalorian Wars, would sometimes get work as mercenaries or bounty hunters and things. So I guess this team must have teamed up with these mercenaries. Not that they're all Mandalorians, but that these guys were like, hey, we're looking for folks, and we're willing to pay you. 'Cause, Mandalorians have a good reputation for being able to fight. So let's talk to Isak and figure out what's going on here.
Look who's walked into our camp, boys. Mandalore himself has come to visit us. I am the new Mandalore. I have reclaimed Mandalore's helmet, lost after our defeat at Revan's hands. Assemble the rest of your clan. You will return to Duxon. We must come together as we were before and prepare to fight a new war. A war that will return us to glory. And if I take that helmet from you, guess that makes me the new Mandalore. I've always wanted to be called that. I know all about your exploits, Mandalore. We have fallen far in the past years, but even still, I will not stand idly while a usurper claims to be my leader. It is unfortunate that you feel that way. Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind. Stay out of this. This is my fight.
Okay, so... Well, if we're gonna fight them alone, might as well level up. Okay. time to line up shots on a guy kicking me from a couple feet away. Fortunately, I guess our armor's much better than his, because we seem to be hurting him a lot more than he's hurting us.
Any other takers? No, Mandalore. We will follow you. Good. I have no desire to spill any more Mandalorian blood today. Gather your clan and return to Duxon. You have seen the last of your mercenary days. Yes, Mandalore.
Okay, gain some influence with Mandalore. Does Isak have any... He doesn't have any good loot to take from him. Okay. You guys at all put out that we just killed one of your Mandalorians and convinced 2 others to run off and abandon you?
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time since we've had a paying job. Some of us are getting jumpy.
Okay. Okay, I guess not. Alright. Yep, this way. I don't know if there's anything over here. We'll go this way first. I seem to vaguely kind of recall this layout of the map from the first game, so
Let's take care of it.
still have a bit of consistency of the layout, even though there have been some things that have changed. Kind of
That's another one for me.
can't go quite the same way we could in every case, but there's also a lot of things that have stayed the same, or at least similar enough to be familiar.
For Clan Ordo!
I have to say the Kinrath are simultaneously one of the more unique creatures I think you're seeing, as well as one of the creepier, mainly because of this, like, head leg thing. What's that? Seems like a little cave over here. Crystal Cave. Okay, sounds like that might be fun to visit. Oh, what's that? Mercenary ahead doesn't notice you. He appears to be walking past the Kinrath unharmed. Okay, interesting. Try to move in stealthily and follow him. I'm guessing all the blaster fire and the screaming Kinraths should have alerted him. I'm kind of surprised they haven't. Okay, there. You have no excuse for that. You just turned around and should have been able to see us, buddy. Unless you're actually blind or something, in which case, I don't mean to be insensitive. Life support pack and a Matukai meditation band. Which I guess isn't as out of place as it might seem. Because Crystal Cave near a Jedi area. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that. These tunnels are too dark to tell man from beast. My apologies. Maybe you shouldn't be so jumpy. Or I do not sneak. Or I'll be going now. Yeah, my apologies. I didn't mean to scare you. No worries. What are you doing here? There are dangerous Kinrath ahead. I noticed the Kinrath don't attack you. Why is that? Or, I'm just exploring. What are you doing? Or, surely you've heard of me. I'm JJ49, the famous spelunker. Or, my business is none of yours. Yeah, I've noticed the dangerous Kinrath, and I've noticed they don't attack you. Why is that? That's a trade secret, I'm afraid. I can't share. Okay. You will tell me your trade secret. Or I'm an explorer like you. You can share your secret with me. Or you will tell me, or I will slice you up and feed you to the Kinrath in little pieces. Just tell us your secret, dude.
Weak-minded fools deserve to be controlled.
I will tell you my trade secret. I recently discovered that these Kinrath discern friend from foe, based primarily on scent. The common Kinrath have an odor-emitting gland near their rectum that keeps them from attacking each other, and carefully extract with surgical tools. Carrying Kinrath scent gland allows me and the other mercenaries to avoid notice by the local Kinrath population. Okay, so you took a gland from the Kinrath that makes you smell like them so they don't attack you. Do you happen to have an extra scent gland I could use? Sadly, I have only one gland on my person, which I need to keep the Kinrath from attacking me. I could extract another from you, but the process takes several hours. Okay. Well, we don't want to force him to give us up his gland. I mean, yeah, these mercenaries don't seem like they're great, but I mean, this guy's been pretty friendly, so maybe he could be worked with and convinced not to attack the settlers and stuff. So, I guess we'll be on now. Thank you for your time. So anyway, as I was saying, crystal caves on being so close to the Jedi Enclave makes me think this is probably we're gonna find some like lightsaber crystals or something. Or else this was at least named because this is where people had found lightsaber crystals. Security tunneler and some credits. Which means the Jedi were probably somewhat familiar with this cave, and when the Sith attacked, if they're trying to flee and find safe havens, some of them might have hidden in this cave. So I can see both like life support equipment and Jedi specific equipment being found in here. See, this is much easier than carrying a gland around with us, and we get more experience, I'm betting.
That's another one for me.
Okay, the enemy's way up there. I just want to click this. Okay, Viridian Crystal and Bindo's band. Okay, Jolie Bindo was the older Jedi from the first game.
For Clan Ordo!
As we're through here, we're gonna have to see what all this equipment is, 'cause it sounds like there's some interesting ones. Oh, well, there's some crystals. Right, that's credits and another security tunneler.
Your
Wow.
thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you. Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
Okay. Tell me more about these crystals. Or you said the crystals absorb the Force, but I feel strange, but not weaker. I don't like the idea of leaving behind evidence. So somehow these crystals are interacting with the Force, and I believe that's supposed to be with lightsabers. It's one of the ways that the crystals help improve lightsabers is, they help the Jedi channel the Force somehow while they're using their lightsaber, and it's not fully what makes it, but it's supposed to help make it stronger or something. And so, tell me more about these crystals.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested, and used for lightsabers.
Okay. So what do you mean by they absorb the Force? I feel strange, but not weaker.
The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Okay. Anything more? Okay, I guess we have an army of Kinrath defending the crystals.
Time to die.
I didn't see what that was that popped up. I'm assuming maybe it was some extra experience for beating all of them, like not just as individuals but as an entire encounter. Okay, Ultima Pearl. Okay. I think that's a lightsaber crystal. So let's see, we have Kinrath Egg. Okay, there's nothing in the Kinrath Egg. I guess we just broke it to keep more Kinrath from spawning here. Or being born here. Okay, so then we had a Stygium crystal from this crystal formation. We can't get to those. You know, as Jedi, we wouldn't want to get our pants wet or something. The only thing you can do with the Kinrath Egg is smash it. Okay. Trying to interact it without smashing it, I guess, doesn't work. Or is this going to lead to, like, we're smashing all these, then we come out and Krea's going to be like, why'd you smash all those? You didn't have to do that. Okay, a new Pari crystal. Large crystal formation. Ooh, this has a violet crystal and a Stygium crystal. The JJ49 crystal. Why is there a JJ49 crystal here?
The crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
What does it mean? Or, I've gained a pet crystal. I hope I don't have to feed it. I don't need this. Do you want it? Tell me what it means, Krea.
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Is the bond dangerous? Because I already have one dangerous bond with someone else. Is the crystal a threat to me? Or is this a dangerous bond? Is this like our bond?
Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve.
Okay, does the crystal feed off the light side of the Force?
The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
Okay. Sounds cool. We're definitely going to want to check out these crystals once we get out of here. Seems to be the last spot we can collect crystals. Okay. It's kind of a nice... I wonder where all the light comes from in there. It didn't look like there was a hole in the ceiling, so are the crystals naturally luminescent? Are there some... Well, I was going to wonder maybe there's like some other bioluminescent stuff that is, you know, working through the crystals. But then again, if the crystals interact with the Force, it is entirely possible that the crystals themselves are luminescent. Life support pack. There's some people here. Who are you guys? And why didn't you do anything when I was attacked by Kenra? Oh, that's Master Varuk. Okay. Master Varuk is enclosed in a force field, a prisoner of these mercenaries. He guards you without expression. Okay, I was mistaken as to which one Master Varuk was.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
I'm here to rescue the Jedi. Or why are you holding Master Varuk prisoner? Or so the mercenaries are branching out into kidnapping now? Or that Jedi belongs in his cage? No, I'm totally here to rescue the Jedi, if you don't mind.
We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa, and that is the end of that. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head. Unless you want to wind up dead, leave now.
Okay, did you see me fighting the Kinrath? Like, you seemed surprised that I'd gotten past them, but I just fought several of them without breaking a sweat. Okay, we can try to force persuade, open the cage, let the Jedi out. Or, I don't want to fight, but I can't let you take Varuk to Nar Shaddaa. Can we work out some sort of deal? Or defend yourself then? Or can I ask you a question? I'll just leave. No, open the cage. Let him out.
What? That's a Jedi trick. We trained against that during the war. It's a Jedi, man. Kill him before he tries something else.
Okay, they took the same training course Atten did, I guess. Fortunately, they're even worse at it than Atten is, so... I mean, not that they're worse at it, that, like, they're... You know, clearly the mind trick didn't work on them, so they're skilled in that regard. But, I mean, the...
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
I apologize for interfering. I was trying to help. But I just rescued you. How are you going to help in a cage? Always a pleasure, Varuk. I see you still have your cheery disposition. Or I could stick you back in the cage if it would make you happier. So, yeah, Varuk, good to hear your nice cheery disposition here.
Is this a joke to you? People's lives are at stake. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused.
You know, I think I know somebody on board my ship who could have some really interesting discussions with. But okay, what should we do now? Is this the same careful timing you were counting on in the Mandalorian Wars? Where the Mandalorians had to be stopped. The Jedi Council was doing nothing. Now, there's no point really in arguing about the Mandalorian Wars. Just, okay, you had some plan. What do we do now?
I need to get to Kunda and warn them. They could be attacked at any moment.
Okay, how can I help? Or what did you learn from the mercenary captain? Kunda is going to be attacked? How can I help?
If you wish to prove yourself, then do so. Kunda's in danger and they need our help. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Okay. You've learned that the mercenaries have entered into a secret alliance with the Exchange. They're planning to attack on Kunda. All preparations have been made. They're just waiting for a signal. Undoubtedly, your actions may have served as a catalyst. Okay. Oh, we've killed the Kinrath matriarch. This should hamper the Kinrath's ability to procreate, which should make the Kunda plains much safer. Okay, you encountered Master Vrook on Dantooine, but he had no time to speak to you. You suspect you'll get a chance to talk after the impending mercenary assault on Kunda is resolved. Okay, so it sounds like we're just kind of... We're going to have to go help save the settlement. So, okay, datapad mercenary orders. What's this about? This datapad contains orders from Osgul to senior mercenary officers. The mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and are planning an imminent attack on Kunda. With Administrator Dare dead, then the Exchange would be able to use Dantooine for their illicit activities, completely undetected by the Republic. All preparations for the mercenary attack have been made, and they could attack Kunda at any moment. Oh dear. So without the Jedi here, I guess the Republic has little interest in Dantooine. Construction kit. And so Exchange figures this will be a nice safe place from prying eyes if they can just get rid of the settlers who they're trying to live here. Credits and a concussion rocket. Physical boost system. Okay, an implant. Credits and a computer spike. And a buster rocket. Okay, so another rocket for Mira to use. We've been on all the paths, so... Alright, let's go see if we can go help the settlement.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Ascool, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is JJ49. I am a Jedi, and if you try to capture me or hinder me, I will kill you and your squad. So what do you want with me? I've learned that you're planning an assault on Kunda. I have nothing to say to you. Yeah, I hear you're planning to assault Kunda.
That is correct, and I want you to help me.
Why would I help you? What's in it for me? But why attack Kunda? I would never help you. Yeah, what makes you think I would help you, dude?
According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'm gonna do, but what did you have in mind?
There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us. Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps.
So you want me to destroy the gun turrets? What about the traps? Okay, I'll help you, or lie about helping. You want me to destroy the gun turrets?
Deal with the turrets, however you see fit. Just keep them from pestering my men. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan.
And what's this about traps?
When the militia learns of our attack, they will plant traps around the entrances to Kunda. Disable them. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan.
That's a very odd way of putting it, considering your whole pitch to me has been like, hey, if you help me take this quickly, then there won't be a slaughter because, we can, get them to surrender or something. At least that's been my understanding of your offer. I'm not going to accept it. I don't really think we should lie about this. No, I'm not interested. If you guys really want to fight me, we'll just go ahead and take you guys out.
You'd better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans. There is a considerable bounty on your kind that I will collect on unless you're working for me.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, I can't allow your plans to succeed.
Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
Yeah, your trust is a bit misplaced, dude. Okay, so when they attack Kunda, just tell everyone to stay inside and we'll handle it. There were what, like 10 people inside Kunda, so if they have 4 times that many, they have 40 guys. It shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, before we explore more of the area, I don't know if there's too much to explore, but... Who's this? Since it's kind of on our way back. Sadie.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
Kinrath, what are you doing out here? I can take care of myself. Yeah, what are you doing out here in Kinrath territory?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Okay. Do you suspect foul play? Or why are you looking into it? Yeah, do you suspect that it wasn't just an accident?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something,
Depends on what it is. Or what's an atmospheric sensor? Yeah, what are these things specifically?
It's technical. I doubt you'd understand it. But I'd really appreciate your help. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find.
Oh, wow.
Even if they're broken.
Okay. Any idea where they could be?
No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. But I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. And is there an atmospheric sensor in the canister here? No, just a dueling shield and construction kit. Okay, so before we get too far in, let's take a look at our haul that we got. Okay. Some more Sith Tremor Sword. Let's see what that's about. Traced to the Bladeborn, a Sith offsuit dedicated to sword mastery, these Cortosis-laced weapons were given to Master Blades, who survived no less than 10 lightsaber-wielding warriors in combat. Okay. Oh, cool, we have another full lightsaber. That's good. Okay, want to see the JJ49 crystal. This light crystal is bound to JJ49. Its power reflects that of its master. The crystal glows brightly. We have no idea what effects it has, though. Rusan. Wisdom and Charisma. Rusan crystals come from the Mid-Rim planet of the same name. While not directly affecting a lightsaber's effectiveness, they aid a Jedi in focusing the Force. Okay, an Ultima Pearl. Okay, more damage and attack and big criticals. An unusual choice for a lightsaber focusing crystal. This rare stone can be found on Calamari. Okay. Calamari is, I believe, the aquatic world that the Mon Calamari people come from, and Mon Calamari being like Admiral Akbar and his race. I think also... I think the Quarren, who we've seen, the ones that look like they have squid heads, I think they also come from there. So difficult to properly install in a lightsaber, this valuable stone has powerful effects. Okay, we wanted to see... I think it was mainly headgear that we also found in the cave. Okay, Bendo's Band. I know that was one of them. Okay, damage immunity to some light side and some dark side, and more charisma. It's unknown whether this simple band was ever owned by the reclusive Jedi, but it is likely that Jolee would have appreciated its ability to help one walk the line between the light and dark sides of the Force. Remember, Jolee was one of the ones who he never really abandoned being a Jedi, but he was kind of kicked out or dismissed or went away because he fell in love, and that was against the Jedi code. And he was one of the ones in the first game kind of arguing for, like, yeah, the Jedi are good, but they've got some blind spots. So yeah, I guess he would appreciate that. Machikai meditation, I think, was one of the other ones. So we've already seen that. Some more wisdom, more will. Okay, improved version of the standard meditation band. This item provides unparalleled protection from the ravaging power of the dark side. Ooh, ceremonial shield. When did I pick this up? This is the shield slot, but it doesn't have uses. It's just constant more saving throws and resistance against the dark side. This is a ceremonial warding shield made to contain the dark spirit of Frida Nad by Master Arca. It's obvious it didn't succeed as well as intended, but it definitely has some protective qualities. Okay, we'll want to equip that. Okay, physical boost system. More dexterity and strength. This device improves all physical attributes, making it one of the most valuable of implants of its type. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see. Okay, right now we've got wisdom +5. I think that's probably a little better than charisma +3. Okay, we have our armband, which just gives us +1 constitution. But instead of this, we can get the ceremonial shield. So instead of having to use something to get some momentary protection, just flat out resist the dark side more and get more saving throws. That's good. I don't think there's anything else that really need to change at the moment, so. Okay, we need to check out the defenses here. Okay, so we have some mines. Don't want to destroy these, so I think these are friendly mines to help Kunda. It's a little bit odd that we just have this nice, like, open path right down the middle. So, there's a good chance somebody walking and approaching won't even hit the mines. Usually with a minefield, yes, you might want to have a safe path through, but you'd want it to be like a zigzagging path so that if you have it mapped out, you know, safe path through. But if you don't have it mapped out, like presumably the enemy wouldn't, you have no idea which direction the mines are, unless you have any skill in demolition and can see the big glowing dome over them, I guess. Okay, so there are those. Can we do anything with this defense turret? It's old and worn. Like, we can't improve the turrets at all.
Kära Gundoso,
Wish to speak again? This is welcome news. I saw many things for sale. Okay, we can't. Probably should warn you about the attack, but let's see your wares first. It's not really an option that we can do. No atmospheric sensors. It's the one thing I was thinking maybe he might have. Okay, militia. Okay, I guess you're probably less concerned about an attack coming from the spaceport. You're worried about, over by the academy or over from the Kinrath Cave area. Okay. Do you need to get inside, away from the impending attack?
I hope your friends and family are fine. Many soldiers that came back from the war had bad news.
Okay. Well, it really should be preparing for imminent attack. The mercenaries are going to assault us at any moment.
Admiral, this is Mikal. I have found the exile.
Okay. Look like Karth from the first game, but I think we've already seen it a few times in this game. I'm not really sure what that discussion was about, but okay, first things
I
first.
see you have found the elusive Master Rook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Rook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them.
Okay. Who knows about the attack? What can I do to help? Can you give me anything to help? Or I'll check out Kuna's defenses then. What can I do to help? Because I'm guessing there's going to be like several different things we can do to try to help out here. Maybe now they'll ask us to go see if we can look at the defenses, or maybe try to train the troops so they have a better chance of surviving. What can I do?
Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle. If you can do anything to ready them for the reality of it, that would be helpful. Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. I know that we don't have the perimeter turrets online, and that alone could make a significant difference. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can do to slow them down could turn the tide of battle.
Okay. Who knows anything about the attack? Or who knows about the attack?
Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. At least I hope it's not going to happen, so I'll check out Kunda's defenses.
Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
Okay. So we probably should go turn in any quests that we have besides the one with Zeron. So Vrook just seems very animated and very active, considering he's just sitting there listening. Were you the one complaining about a thief?
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me.
I found the thief. I don't think it was Joran.
Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
The thief wasn't Joran or a salvager. Or it was a salvager. She's been dealt with. Doesn't matter, I just want to... Yeah, it wasn't Joran or a salvager.
It has to be someone near their camp, and no one else lives around them. You might be right, but I doubt it.
The salvagers have been hit by this thief, too.
Are they turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. Do you have any idea who it is?
A former Padawan was stealing to survive. Or it was a young woman scarred by the war. Both of these are technically true. I'm wondering, though... If we say it was a former Padawan, is that going to elicit sympathy that like she was trying to survive? Or is that going to make him be like, I knew these Jedi couldn't be trusted? Well, let's say it was a former Padawan, and we talked to her, and she's very sorry and won't do it again.
Well, Jedi never stop meddling with our world. Even now they're causing problems for us. She's part of the reason why our world was invaded, why many families were wiped out by the Sith. Endless interrogations.
Okay, your world wasn't the only one damaged by Darth Malik, or she's just a young woman going through tough times. I don't want to get into this. Yeah, however you feel about the Jedi and like, the Jedi are the ones who brought the Sith here, like she specifically is not responsible. She was just a Padawan. She was brought here at a young age. She wasn't part of the leadership that organizes stuff. Don't get Don't take it out on her.
So she has it rough now. She deserves it.
Wow, that's kind of cold. Your world wasn't the only one damaged by Malik.
You don't think I know that? I fought in the war, and it was fallen Jedi that were responsible for the greatest atrocities. They're dangerous and too prone to fall into unspeakable evil. We'd be better off if they were extinct.
Jedi are the greatest force for good we have. Or the Jedi were responsible for saving us. I don't want to get it. See, the Jedi, I'd say, are a force for good. I'm not sure if they're the greatest force for good. They also were responsible for saving us, as far as, like, you know, it was Jedi who ended the war, so let's go with that.
They saved us from their own kind. Without them in the first place, there wouldn't even have been a war.
Okay. I think your attitude towards the Jedi is unfounded. And the Jedi suffered alongside you. Think of how many of them died. Or these are the Jedi's darkest days. Thousands of years of service and peace shouldn't be so casually cast aside and spurned. Yeah, you were in the war, didn't you fight alongside Jedi?
And part of me thinks that's a good start. They're almost gone now. Perhaps in time they'll be a memory, and the galaxy will be a safer place.
Okay, listen to yourself. You sound just as bad as Malik.
We just can't afford another war by fallen Jedi. The Republic will fall, and that will lead to... it'll lead to suffering I can't even imagine.
These are the Jedi's darkest days. Thousands of years of service and peace shouldn't be so casually cast aside and spurned.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but they caused my home so much turmoil. Now we're barely hanging on. I have a lot to think about, not just about the thief. Here's your reward. Finally, I can get back to work.
Okay, cool. I've got a Mandalorian Disintegrator and a Decayed Sonic Disruptor. Okay. Okay, we've made some tangible progress toward restoring Dantooine people's faith in the Jedi. Okay, that's good. Okay, if we find any atmospheric sensors, that would be helpful. Okay, not really going to talk to Vrook more until we get this whole battle sorted out. Okay, Zarin, we're going to talk to Zarin last turn, just in case talking to him triggers the battle before we even get a chance to turn in any quests. Okay. Okay, so it's... maybe we could talk to the name people here and try to convince them to think better of the Jedi.
A lot of people here hate Jedi, but when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Oh, that's good.
Welcome back to Kunda. How can I help you?
You can think better of the Jedi, but that doesn't seem to be an option, so I will go. Settler and Settler. Settler and...
Welcome
Disciple.
back. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Okay. This was the guy we talked to in the Jedi Enclave ruins. See if you have any new questions.
What else would you like to know?
I mentioned holocrons. What brought you to Dantooine? Do you know what happened to the Jedi? Why do you work for the Republic? Tell me about the Republic, or you look familiar to me. Most of these I remember us asking. I don't recall if you mentioned stuff about holocrons before.
Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It is almost as if someone does not want their knowledge used to find the Jedi. The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, smugglers, all seek to plunder what remains of the Jedi, and even the Sith. More so than the Jedi themselves, I fear the loss of their history.
Why is that?
Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater troubles shall stem from that loss of knowledge in the future. The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War, the teachings of Master Arca, the adventures of Jolie Bindo on the Rimward missions. All of these things are in danger of being lost forever. What else would you like to know?
Okay. I'll be going now. Okay, now we can open up some of these rooms around here. No, not that one. Okay, just the security doors. Okay, we've got some... Oh, we have some wounded militia. We have a medical droid. Okay, maybe we can get the medical droid working. And what's this? A lab station. Okay. Medical droid is badly damaged and inactive. It would take considerable effort to repair. Okay, well, let's try to repair it. I mean, we'd have 100 repair, so might be able to do this. Okay, the droid is now active, so we can reactivate the droid's automated healing subroutines, or modify droid programming to immobilize its patients. I'm guessing that would be if we were trying to sabotage the defenses, but no, we'll have it automatically get to work trying to help people.
I feel better. Thanks. I feel better. Thanks.
Okay. This door appears to be stuck closed.
Let's move out.
Yeah?
Not sure why that is, but it kind of concerns me. It looks like, you know, this is the door to the outside or something. You know, like, if the mercenary's going to be able to break through and then blast open that door or something? That wouldn't be good. Oh, we've got some droids here. Okay, droid diadium plating, droid warfare upgrade. Let's loot the broken droids first. Droid CESS, droid Unity Grid, droid Duraplating Mark 1, droid Unity Grid. Droid is damaged and inactive. Let's leave it alone for now. I think we might be able to repair it, but let's see what's on the droid control station. Maybe there's something here first. Okay, let's slice the computer. Enter command. Droid base security camera. Okay. Defense droid status. Defense droid's inactive. Change defense droid target priority. No active defense droid. Or engage defense droids in patrol mode. Okay, so let's try to fix the droids first. Okay, the droid's active. We can optimize its weaponry. Ooh, because our repair is so high, we don't even have to spend parts. So we can optimize their weaponry, optimize their targeting system, activate the droid shields. I don't know that we want to modify the droid programming. I'm concerned that if we hit that, it might not take us to another option. It might just be like, oh, okay, the droid's now going to target settlers or something. Since we did see that option before that seems to be just sabotage things. So let's engage the droid in patrol mode. This droid's commands are tied to a centralized computer station. You'll have to use the computer to issue commands. Okay. So we'll activate the droids, then we'll put them in patrol mode by... Oh. While trying to reactivate this droid, you discovered a hydrospanner lodged inside of it. The name Akare is printed in the handle of the tool. Oh, or Akiri. Okay. Is that the Celestin outside who sells droid parts? Was he trying to fix this, or was he trying to sabotage? I think we're going to have a talk with him. Okay. While up here, might as well try to fix up my... Wait, I'm carrying a lightsaber. I didn't put any bonuses on here. Probably because I'm not primarily using a lightsaber, but still. We'll go ahead and have my crystal, which, wow, okay, gives me more attack, dexterity, strength, and wisdom. You know, I really don't need to waste stuff on my lightsaber if I'm not going to use it. I'll use my crystal just because it's attuned to me. I don't think it would necessarily even work on any of the other characters. But we will, however, make a lightsaber for Viridian Blade. Let's see. We currently have Atten and the Handmaiden. I think both need lightsabers. I think Visas might need a lightsaber. If we can convince Mira and Baodur to be Jedi, they might need lightsabers. I don't know that we've made any with the Violet Blade. Let's do that. There's more charisma, dexterity, and attack. Okay, more damage and more attack is pretty good. Strangely, this crystal is usually encountered scattered in the orbit of primarily forest worlds. It is brittle but versatile, and a Master Jedi can get it to produce many effects. Okay. Attack modifier and more damage. This is just going to be a very damaging lightsaber for whoever... I mean, it's not... It won't be damaging to the person who uses it. It'll be damaging for them against their enemies. Lower defense, but possibility of stunning, sure. And just more damage. Yeah, anywhere from 8 to 46 damage. That seems pretty good. So we won't use that, but we'll give that to somebody who can use the lightsaber. So let's change the target priority. No, we don't want to defend hostiles. We want them to defend friendlies. So we don't want to change that. Okay. Engage defense droids in patrol mode. Patrol mode will engage automatically when the base is on alert status. So, okay. Well, at least they're ready. When the base is on alert status, they'll activate, so that's good. It's a private door. Still can't access the private rooms. I think there were some security doors here. What about you, Baron?
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my judgment as to what's best for Kunda.
Oh, Adam Larp, can you make sure not the mercenaries, that the militia has some of the best equipment? Weaponry it is, and weaponry I have. What is it you would like for me this fine day? Okay, any questions? Is there any way we can convince you to help with the defense? I shall endeavor to be of service to whatever endeavor you're on. What is it you wish to ask? Okay, never mind. Not everyone can have the best, but I can offer it. Okay. Private door. This is Zaren's office, right? Yeah. Okay, security door. What do we have in here? Turret control. Okay, let's try to bring the turrets online. And where does this go? Oh, is this another exit? Okay, we're gonna have to make sure that we do something to lock that down. Okay, let's get into the computer. Okay, what's the turret status? Turrets are active and set to attack friendlies and hostiles pending base alert status. That sounds like a terrible setup. Let's change the target priority. Reprogram the turrets to attack only hostiles. Turrets are now programmed to attack hostiles. Okay. Sounds good. It's a private door. Okay, now I want to check these droids again. I'm pretty sure that they said defend friendlies, and we could change it to defend hostiles, but I just want to make sure that they're not by default set to attack hostiles. Because between that and now thinking also the Hydra spanner, it sounds like people may have already been doing some sabotage. So target priority. Defending target friendlies. Okay, so they are defending. That's good. Defending friendlies, so presumably attacking hostiles. It's interesting that they would word it that way rather than, like, it's not that you're making the mercenaries friendlies and the settlers hostiles, it's that, like, you're telling the droid, okay, the people who are hostile to you, defend them, and, you know, don't help the people who are friendly to you. Okay, so this will let us out. Okay, it is locked from the outside, that's good. Come on. There's no access port here for this turret, so it must be controlled from inside the Kunda outpost. Okay, no, we're not going to sabotage it. We'll leave it alone. So, okay, so that must be... I guess that's all we do with the defenses there. But, Akiri, we need to have a little bit of a talk, buddy. Let's speak again. This is welcome news. I still have many things for sale. I found this Hydra spanner. It has your name on it. Ah, you found my tool. Yes, I've been looking for that. Where did you find it? Inside of a broken droid. What's your explanation? Or don't toy with me. I know you've been stripping these droids for parts and selling them. Yeah, this was inside of a broken droid. I've been caught. Yes, I'm guilty of stripping the droids and selling their parts, but I have a good reason. Okay. Tell me. Or you broke the law. I have no choice but to turn you in. I don't care about your reasons. I'm going to turn you in. Okay, what's your very good reason? I have received terrible news. My brother's second wife is with child. She's become ill and requires medical aid. Her condition is life-threatening. Dr. Zatilis will not treat her without full payment up front, but my brother doesn't have any money. Before the moon has turned, I must send my brother enough credits to pay the doctors. Believe me, I am normally a very honest person, but this situation has made me desperate. Please, you believe me, don't you? I believe you. I won't turn you in. Or I believe you. Please take 500 credits to help you. Or what will you give me for keeping your crime quiet? Or you broke the law. I have no choice but to turn you in. I don't care about your reasons. I'm going to turn you in. I will say I am rather relieved, even if his story's of complete fabrication. It does sound like he was just sabotaging the droids, or not really sabotaging, but stripping them of parts in order to get money, whether he was using it for his brother's second wife or just keeping it for himself. But at least it doesn't sound like he was, part of the... It doesn't seem like the mercenaries had hired him to sabotage the droids or anything. I believe you. And here, take 500 credits. That ought to help. Oh, thank you so much. In gratitude for your discretion, I will give you a discount on my goods. Okay. Well, I think that's...
Huh. That's not something you see every day. Guess they can't take the Jedi out of the exile, can they?
Oh, she's referring to me giving him credits. I couldn't not help. It was my choice. If I can give assistance, I will. Yeah, Also, I know that Kreia would absolutely, hate that decision, and, that's always worth it. So, if I can give assistance, I will.
Well, whatever. We better keep moving. Didn't mean to waste your time talking.
What? Like, we've traveled all this time pretty much in silence, and you say 2 sentences, you think that's wasting time talking?
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Okay, this door is locked.
What did I tell you? Leave the door alone!
Dude, I've been tasked with trying to inspect all the defenses. I want to make sure that it's not going to be a weak point when the mercenaries attack. Okay, so we can't really do anything with the turrets out here. The mines are all in place. There is that one door that seems concerning, but back here there's nothing. Hopefully between the locks on the doors and the droids patrolling inside and the turrets thinning the mercenary numbers, we should be able to handle things. Okay, there's militia, Zara. Oh, Zaren's in here. Okay, well, who's that guy that was in the room where I think we first encountered Zaren? Normal
We've been
militia
told
dude.
to provide you with anything you need. We have to keep the news of the mercenaries' plans quiet for now to avoid panic.
Okay, well, I think we're pretty much done with preparations, so we'll try talking to Vrook and the administrator first, see if they have any last things to say, and then we'll try talking to Zaren.
You heard what the administrator said. Each of us has to do what they can to aid in the defense of Kunda. See where you can lend a hand. We'll have time to talk more when this is all over.
Okay, and what you can do is just kind of stand there gesturing while I do all the work? Okay. It's the Mandalorian... Not Civil War, so the Mandalorian Wars all over again, isn't it?
Do you require anything else, Jedi?
Okay, I'll check on the defenses.
Soon. All this...
Alright, I guess it's time to talk to Zaren.
I was right about you. You are trouble. But you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or are you ready to finalize the defense plans?
Okay, any ideas on what I can do to help? Let's see if he has any additional ideas that we haven't already checked on.
We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Plenty to be done.
Okay. I already fixed the droids and the turrets. Anything else?
Off the top of my head, the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. They went haywire the other day and wounded some of my men, so we took them offline. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our medic droid is busted, so they're healing slowly. I've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's some gaps that can be filled. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot with interior defense. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight, maybe die for a cause.
Okay. I'm gonna go see what I can do.
When you're ready, come back and we can talk about the final plans to defend Kunda.
Okay, so we might be able to check on the door, and we might be able to convince people to fight and join the militia.
Thanks for the help. I plan on going back to the farm shortly.
Would you be interested in joining the Kunda militia? You did say you had military experience. That would be very helpful.
Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still owe you for helping me with my thief problem. Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia. So I expect he's going to be very pleased.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you were stiffing me before when you only gave me that much? And you still feel like you owe me? Okay.
The administrator's the only hope we have. Without her, the settlers would just squabble.
Maybe now can we ask Adam if he wants to join the military? Okay, weaponry it is, and weaponry I have. Would you be interested in joining the militia? I think you've mistaken me for a warrior, Sensient. My excellent weapons are perfect for defense, but I have survived many hardships by not seeking out conflicts. I must decline. Okay, that's unfortunate, but... If it were more of a if this were for a longer term thing, not for immediate defense, I'd recommend, you know, hey, you could make a pretty good quartermaster or something, but since right now we're not really looking for, you know, administrative help with this, we're just looking for bodies to help fight.
I feel better. Thanks.
Okay, so you guys just done that. Okay, this door appears stuck. There doesn't seem to be a way to open it. Maybe now though that we've talked to him, we might be able to get, you know, check it from the outside and make sure it's actually jammed shut or something. Disciple, you want to join the militia?
Welcome back. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Okay, no, you don't want to join the militia. How about you?
Zeron keeps goading the mercenaries. I think he should let the little things slide. He's making things worse for everyone.
Welcome back to Kunda. How can I help you?
You want to join the militia? No. Okay. Just regular settlers. They're not going to want to join. There was the woman out here. She might be. Dylan, you want to join?
I hope your friends and family are fine. Many soldiers that came back from the war had bad news.
Okay, would you be interested in joining the militia?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not too fond of my job, but it's better than the job I'd have if the mercs took over. I'll report to Zeron for militia duty.
That's the attitude. Yeah, I guess so. So, okay. It did point out we might be able to, where is it? Do we have a... Do we even have any mines? I was trying to see if there were, like, in any of our lists, if there were, you know, how we can easily deploy mines. But yeah, we have plenty of mines. This is not a usable or equipable item. Okay, well, how do we... Oh, do we not have demolitions? That's probably what it is. Okay. Okay, we don't, but somebody on our team does. Does Mira? Yeah, Mira does. Okay, so Mira, let's have... There we go. There's mines. Let's go with deadly mines. I have...
Let's leave this right here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's leave this right here.
So we probably want to go in depth a little bit. Okay,
let's leave this right here.
The West Minefield has enough mines now. Okay. Okay, so I guess maybe the specific placement doesn't matter so much as just making sure that, you know, we're kind of filling in the gaps and putting enough mines there. Because I'm guessing most of this is all going to be cutscene stuff anyway, so it's just going to be like, oh yeah, there's sufficient mines, it kills off this many people, or there's insufficient mines, so a lot more get through or something.
Let's leave this right here.
Okay, in which case we really don't need to be wasting deadly mines, although...
Let's leave this right here.
Oh, I guess it's not like we're really
right
using the mines for other stuff anyway.
This right here.
East Minefield has enough mines. Okay, so let's check out this door. Security door is malfunctioning. It would be relatively easy to hack open this door, but you'd never get it to close again. The security of this building would be compromised. Okay, let's see if we can repair to lock down the security door. That would be good. The door is now secure. In fact, it is so secure that nobody will get this door open again anytime soon. Good, that's exactly what we want. We do not want people being able to get through there.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Okay, so this door is also, it's possible they could come through here, but it is locked and isn't malfunctioning, so hopefully that'll also block them. Hey, would you like to make amends by joining the militia? Yeah, would you join the militia? I
I
can hardly refuse since you are keeping a disgraceful secret for me. I will report to Zarin after I have sent credits to my brother. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, hopefully we'll keep you guys all safe, but if you actually do have to get credits to your brother, it'd probably be best to get him off before potentially falling in battle if that should occur. And again, we'll be doing our best to try to prevent that from happening. Okay. So I'm guessing finalizing the defenses will be like, okay, making sure any non-militia civilians are, back in the more protected areas, getting the militia to their places. I think we're about ready to do this.
I was right about you. You are trouble, but you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need.
It's a bit less flattering when you've already said that once. Okay. Oh. We did clear out the Kinrath cave. Can we talk about that now?
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have to...
Okay. Let's see. What's involved with finalizing the defenses? That's be kind of interesting to find out.
Inspecting the perimeter, talking to the troops, and coming up with a battle plan. I've fought in a war or two, but I'm no general. In my experience, people like you are better at strategy. You want a hand in making the plan, you got it.
Okay. Well, we still have a couple more quests, so let's see what I can do.
When you're ready, come back and we...
Okay. So I did see other stuff we could talk about. Just need to not be... I want to ask you about the salvagers who died in the Enclave. Okay, the two that... We found a will, but the will went to the other dead guy, so...
I'll tell you what I tell all those grubby salvagers. No body, no claim. I'm no longer even looking at wills or credit notes. And if you think that's gruesome, then go space yourself.
I have the bodies right here. Or what's left of them. I think we were told that what's left of the bodies is pretty much a few scraps of clothing and probably whatever's sticking to it, but... one of them did have a will. But we do have the bodies, I guess.
Let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my headquarters. He left all his possessions to one of the other dead salvagers. Will I ever get rid of that damn Jedi garbage? Guess nobody gets them now. The administrator will have to figure out what happens to them. And until then, the salvagers are gonna keep bothering me.
Okay. Well, we got light side points for that, so I guess that was a good option. Okay, is that all we have? Recruited at Kire. Yeah, I think we've talked to all of the unique guys here. We've already gotten the traps there. So, I'm hoping if we successfully defend Kunda, that will go a long way towards restoring Dantooine people's faith in the Jedi. I mean, at least once they know that we're a Jedi.
I was right about you.
Okay, yep. I'm ready to finalize the defense plans. Or I guess first let's tell him that we've helped with its defenses. See if he thinks that's good enough.
That's good to hear. Fill me in on the details when you're ready to finalize our battle plans.
Okay. I'm ready to finalize the battle plans.
You sure? Once we're done with that, there may not be any time left before the mercenaries attack.
Okay, I'm certain I've done all I can. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else we can really do.
All right. Then we got a lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
you're running
I
through the
imagine
minefield.
that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed.
Okay. Go on. So what's the plan? Or there isn't anyone else that can rally the settlers? That's a good idea. If there's anybody else who can do it, we might want to just make sure there's a clear line of command, just in case. So no one else can do it?
It's not that the settlers aren't good people. Many folk just don't have the fighting mentality. They'd rather just make people happy and get along. But there isn't any getting along with Ascol. He's out for blood and taking the place over. So we gotta protect the administrator. Kunda can go on without me, but not without her. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. It isn't gonna be easy.
That's good.
I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door in back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
Okay. So, we have 3 squads we're going to deploy. We have, and there's 3 places to guard. Either the main entrance, the back, which has the security door and the garage door, although the security door should be closed. Like, I think we did a pretty good job of closing that down, so that shouldn't be an issue. Or inside by the administrator's door. Is there any difference between the squads?
First squad is most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion, but no experience. Third squad is new and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
If they're our most experienced, let's have them at the main entrance. That's going to be where the most people come in.
The battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the second squad?
Okay. Second squad is very passionate. Not quite so skilled, but I think they can handle the back. Maybe. And we'll do the third by the administrator's door. They're the least experienced, but they'll also, they'll be, maybe the administrator will be able to help keep them in line because they said they need a good leader, so. Or if he asks where we want him, we can always put him with the third squad, so. I'll have them defend the garage.
Alright. Where do you want the third squad, the new recruits?
Inside, by the administrator's door. Okay, so I guess we give 1 squad to each. It's not like we can bunch them out all up by 1 spot, I guess.
Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back. I'll take whichever one you don't. That way both sides have leadership.
Can't I take the inside? Or I'll take the front. Or I'll try covering the 2 back entrances. There's going to be a lot more people out here, so how about I take the front because I think the 3 of us will probably be able to handle a lot of folks. And the second, being less skilled, I think you'll be able to help them. They know you better, they trust you, and that should be a bit better for them, so I'll take the front.
That's what I was thinking too. The main group of mercenaries will be coming through there. Probably be good to put our best soldier there.
I wasn't going to say that out loud, but...
Area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Come over to me and the mercs will just charge straight into Kunda. Thanks to you, they're going to have a tougher job. That's about it. Now, we just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come.
Okay, have you talked with the men? Or do I have time to do anything else? I'm ready. Yeah, have we given a pep talk to the militia?
Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words.
Okay. We can persuade him to let us give a little bit of a pre-battle speech or something. Okay. I think they could use some encouragement. Maybe I could speak to them.
All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
I hope I can too, but fortunately, I think we're a little bit of rather charismatic. Okay, so what would be a good way to talk to them? Okay, so we can tell them this is their chance to make history. Remind them their friends and family are counting on them. Or warn them not to get killed. You know, if you get killed, there's not much more we can do for you. Or persuade, intimidate, tell them they're doomed. I think for these folks, you know, I'm not sure they're. I mean, this probably will go down in the local history of the settlement, but I'm not sure that's really what's going to motivate these guys. Being like, hey, someday your name might end up in a history textbook or history holocron or something. I think probably what will be best will be reminding them that we're fighting for friends and family. We're not just out here for the sake of bloodshed. We're here to protect what really matters to us. Yeah, that'll be motivating. What we're about to do is dangerous but important. Important for friends and family. Enemies want to take everything worth taking from you, and we have to give it our all to stop them. So look around you. That's what we're fighting for. Except don't look at Gary. We're not fighting for him. But each one of us has to back the other up. We can win this if we work as a team. All right, that good. Three of them were motivated.
You're much better with words than me. I think it'll really help. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
I think maybe too many of them were named Gary and didn't appreciate my little
Tell
joke.
me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
You can tell he's a good leader because he doesn't change the plan at all when conditions have changed. Hey, the turrets are up. Okay, we've got 2 turrets on our side. That ought to help. Oh, okay, we can choose who we want fighting with us. HK would probably really enjoy a pitched battle where he doesn't have to worry about being more polite with things. I think Mandalore would probably. Yeah, he's also a good trained soldier. Or Beodur. But Beodur, he was in the war, but being a tech specialist, I imagine he was. Maybe he was a frontline infantry or something, but I thought he was more like a technician and stuff, helping with the vehicles, which is very important, but probably not what we need in this battle. So let's go with Mandalore and HK. Also, kind of curious, I'm wondering what the rest are doing. Like, are they just sitting this battle out, or are we supposed to imagine that we're taking some with us and having some guard the back door or something? Okay. Can level us up. I haven't been leveling up mainly because of Mira. I think we'll be able to. I think we're close to being able to convince her to learn the Force, and then we'll be able to level her up as a Jedi. But since she's not here, we can go up and level up ourselves. Okay. Okay, working together as a team, that'll be good, improving that. Inspire Followers 3. What's that do? Okay, it's not in the list, we'll have to look at that up afterwards. Okay, well, I guess we'll improve Force Barrier. His power shields the Jedi and the Force, absorbing the first 15 points of damage from slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing attacks. Damage over and above the first 15 points is suffered as normal. Okay. So what was... this power increases the morale and effectiveness of the Jedi Master's allies in battle. Every party member gets +3 to hit, +3 to damage, and +3 to their will save for 45 seconds and does not affect droids. Okay, well, let's level up HK. I think dexterity is what we want. Okay, you'll need to work better as a team as well, so okay. It's been a few levels, I guess, since we've used HK last. Or we've just leveled up a few times here on Dantooine. Okay, let's just real quick check to see if we got any better... grid is 110 points for 200 seconds. I think that's the best we've got. Okay. Defense bonus 9. Ooh, defense bonus 9 plus some resistance, but lower dexterity. What is your dex bonus right now? +5, so it'd be a +4. I think that's an acceptable trade. Yeah, okay, we'll go with the diadium plating, which will also give him some immunity. He'll be a very tough droid. Diadium is used in the construction of armor sheets that protect vital military installations and structures that are in close proximity to asteroid fields. Prohibitively heavy and expensive to shape on such a small scale, diadium droid armor is very rarely made. Okay. Fighting upgrade, attack modifier, defense bonus, and awareness. Okay, we can give him attack modifier and constitution. Resistance to ion. Okay, attack versus droid. Okay. Attack bonus, defense, has less attack and defense but more skills, but I don't know that we really need those at the moment. Okay, droid fighting upgrade or a droid battle upgrade, which gives the same attack bonus, the same defense bonus, but also gives constitution and dexterity and some bonus feats, which I think he already has what he needs, but the extra constitution and dexterity would be nice. This module is a step up from the droid fighting upgrade and provides your droid with a library of countless tactical engagements to draw upon for reference. Okay. Motivator booster, defense bonus, and dexterity. Okay. Those are probably our best ones we have at the moment. Alright, that's pretty good. And Mandalorian assault rifle. I think we. That's right. We had just upgraded that for him because before he was using a. Bowcaster. So okay. So let's let them come in towards us. Hey, don't attack our turret. We need that to help defeat you guys.
Switching to combat mode. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
It's very brave, but you probably shouldn't be trying to hold the bridge by yourself, dude. Okay, you're not very good at holding the bridge, but... Let's help clear out these guys. So actually, over here it does seem to have made a difference using the deadly mines, since here we're actually getting to see the battle.
We've lost too many soldiers. Fall back inside.
Did we lose any soldiers? Oh, on that side. Okay. Well, we did pretty good over here, I thought.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle.
Guilty.
Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem.
Oh. Okay, sorry, it sounds like my... It sounds like my voice went out for a little while. Hopefully it should be back. I think my microphone just decided to mute itself. So I was saying, I don't know who this guy is in the back here. Is that the... It doesn't look like he has the bad eye, so, and we're facing the wrong direction. So, we can try to force persuade, and I don't think that's going to work because, like, the other mercenaries we encountered were like, yeah, we fought Jedi during the Civil War, and we know how to deal with that. We do know how to deal with that. But let's try it anyway. You don't want to fight, throw down your weapons.
Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi? I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. Leave the administrator to her fate.
Okay, why do you want her dead? Why is that such a big deal in the first place?
She's inconvenient and doesn't know the chain of command. She will pay for that.
Okay, yeah, you can still back away, dude. I mean, you've kind of lost a lot of men getting in here. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a bunch of security droids right behind you that I believe are on our side. I don't think this is going to end very well for you, but you can still walk out of here.
You have no idea who you're talking to. I was going to spare your worthless life. I see I was in error. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
What predicament are you referring to? So are these... Yeah, I don't think I can click on the droids because I'm too far away, but it looks like they're fighting these guys. That's good. Okay, and there's Kari. He's fighting... Oh! Okay, we were surrounded by Dopak. That's the guy from the... ponytail guy from the camp. Let's go after this guy first. Maybe if we take him out, maybe Dopak will be willing to negotiate. Yeah, is this how you were trained at the Sith? By the Sith? train to be flung around a bunch by...
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this threat.
The Jedi? It was just one Jedi, actually, and I am considered an outcast by other Jedi. I'm happy to help. Keep your thanks. Where's my reward for helping you? No, I'm happy to help. I think that was, we fought as a team, and, it looks like most everybody came through all right. That's good.
We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
Okay. Offering 4,000 credits. That will do. If it weren't for me, you would be missing your head, dear Administrator. Or please, keep the credits and use them to rebuild Kunda. Or keep the money and use it to build a statue of me in honor of my heroism. No, our reward is that justice has been done. Keep the credits and use them for Kunda.
I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish.
Okay. Where are all the Jedi? What happened to the Jedi? Where are you, or why are you hiding? I need to know why you cast me out of the Order. Why did you cut me off from the Force? At the end of my trial, you and the other Master said something had happened to me. What was it? Do you know anything of Force bonds and how to end them? Or the Sith have revealed themselves? Okay, I think a lot of these we've kind of gone over with the other Jedi, so let's start with probably the most important thing. The Sith have revealed themselves. That's kind of a big deal.
Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderers and raiders.
And if they don't appear on the first planet that you check, then clearly they're not back. I don't really know what your point is with that, dude. They exist. They've already attacked me. I want to talk about something else. I'll be going now. No, they totally exist. I've fought with one. Had another one try to assassinate me on my ship and then swear fealty to me. It was really weird, but yeah, not really sure what they're planning, but there's Sith.
Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force.
Did you not notice that I fought that entire battle pretty much just with Force abilities? Are you sure that you can still feel the Force? I do not know. They believe me to be a Jedi, but I've reestablished my connection to the Force. I want to talk about something else. Yeah, I can feel the Force again, dude.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. Though it seems unlikely the Sith would bother with you.
Whether that's unlikely or not, they are hunting me. Or then I'm wasting my time. Or if you don't think I'm telling the truth. Yeah, I don't really care how likely you think it is. This is what's happening.
For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find you. Your trial was not public knowledge. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some trace of the Sith threat, then we shall gather here on Dantooine. And from there we may decide what can be done. You have more questions for me?
Okay. See, I guess specifically, do you know anything of Force bonds and how to end them?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were a student here. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible.
But we already went over this. I reestablished my connection to the Force. Try to keep up.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but still, it is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you.
You're just repeating yourself.
You have more questions for me?
I don't think I want to talk to you anymore. You're just a senile old man who just keeps repeating himself, doesn't even realize what he's saying anymore. I do want to ask about this, though. At the end of my trial, you and the other masters said something had happened to me. What was it?
You have seen the end of your trial? Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge.
I heard it in a holo transcription of my trial. Or it doesn't matter. If you know, tell me. Yeah, it was in a holo transcript. Where was that holo transcription?
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Okay. You don't think I have a right to know?
There is little I can tell you. Master KotOR felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And KotOR was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations would not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it. You have more questions for me?
No, I think I'm good. I'll be going now.
I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. You may lack the discipline for this, but I will attempt to teach you anyway. This form is considered the pinnacle of Force mastery. Now watch carefully. This subtle technique enhances the duration of many Force powers at your disposal. However, the focus required for this form can drain your energy quickly and leave you vulnerable to Force attack. I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Oh, and we got a double-bladed lightsaber. Okay, so what is this new form? Okay, it was a Force form. Force Mastery, here we go. Okay, so we have Force Channel, where we get more Force Point regeneration, more Force damage, and more saves against Force abilities. Force Potency, that just increases damage quite a bit, but increases cost. It's favored by Dark Jedi as it involves drawing more power from the Force. Okay. Force Affinity. The Force Affinity form is an advanced meditation state that allows one to focus the power of the Force more rapidly. The effect of this Force form is Force points regenerate during combat, though at a somewhat reduced rate when compared to the non-combat regeneration. Well, that would have been useful when we were going through that tomb on Korriban. Okay, but then this is the one we just learned. Force Mastery. The Force Mastery form increases the potency of most Force powers, but drains the Jedi rapidly and leaves them vulnerable to counterattack by other Force users. The effects of this Force form are: our Force power duration increases quite a bit, and we reduce the opponent's save versus our Force powers, but we also reduce our own saves against opponent's Force powers, and it costs more. I think we're going to stick with force channeling because we haven't really been using a lot of the duration-based, like buffs and things. Maybe we'll use this if we start finding that we need to do more buffs and debuffs. But for now, we'll just keep what we have. Okay, we got unarmed specialist 7. That's good. Okay, what new powers should we get? It's dark side. Throwing lightsaber, we're not really using our lightsaber. Dark side. Are there any more non-dark sides? We might go with getting our lightsaber just because, or throwing our lightsaber just because it's the only one left. These don't look like dark side. Force aura. When this power is activated, the Jedi is temporarily granted +2 to defense and all saving throws. Okay, so we can improve our defense and saving throws. We can increase physical attributes and saving throws of all party members, so that'd probably be better of the two. Protection from direct force power attacks of Jedi opponents, possibly negating their effects. Okay, let's go with that. Being able to negate the attacks of opposing Jedi might be helpful if we ever get around to actually facing the Sith. So, which, it's interesting how this whole game has kind of been, we're being chased by the Sith, we're trying to warn the Jedi about the Sith, but we've had relatively few confrontations directly with the Sith. Especially compared to the last game where it seemed like we were constantly fighting with the Sith. Granted, that was in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, but still. Okay, now we're Paragon of Virtue again. That's good. Well, Mandalore got a bit lighter as well. HK really doesn't care. He's still pretty dark. So we don't have enough influence with HK to make him want to follow us to light side. Okay. Now we have 2 militias. Why are you guys dual wielding pistols? You guys have been watching too many action holovids or something. Okay, it's good to see you survive.
That was some intense fighting. I'm glad we both made it through. And the mercenaries didn't.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Did you survive? Hey, you survived. That's good. Hope everything works out with your brother's second wife. It's the war hero. If you need any of my goods, my price will be as low as always, especially for you. Okay, don't need anything at the moment. One more militia. You're still guarding the door that's locked shut. Computer spike. Okay, and you guys are guarding. Oh. Santee. Which one were you?
Thanks for helping out the militia.
Oh, were you the guy that we saw over by the speeders who's looking for the atmospheric sensors? Circlet of Suresh. Okay. Why would the mercenaries have a Circlet of Suresh on them? Okay. Spoke to Master Vrook on Dantooine, and he agreed to meet you at the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine when you have united the Jedi Masters. I think that's pretty much all we have to do, so I guess we'll try to talk to the militia leader again just to make sure we don't have any other quests, but I think we've turned them all in, and I think we're ready. I'm guessing we're going to be going back to Telos to what's her face, to tell her that we've tell her that we've united found all the Jedi Masters and we're ready to meet on Dantooine.
Thanks for your help with the mercenaries. I hope someday I'll be able to return the favor.
Okay. Well, You're welcome, and glad we all made it through. I hope in time that this grows into a nice, thriving settlement.
I'll be glad to return to my farm and retire my blaster for good now.
Yeah, glad to see you made it through as well. Okay, so it sounded like there was a bit of costly fighting at the back door, but hopefully it wasn't too devastating.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
See, I don't think it's going to get back to the other units because you guys haven't heard about any of the other times it happened with the other units I've destroyed.
Who's failing, Master? Who's failing, Master?
Okay, Droid CERS, Droid CESS, battle upgrade. Droid Deflector Mark III. Okay, what's a CERS versus a CESS? Okay, so the CESS was attack modifier +1 and sniper shot stuff. CERS. Okay, combat enhanced rapid shot versus combat enhanced sniper shot. So it's the exact same thing, but just gives them the rapid shot feats rather than the sniper shot feats. So, okay, let's go back to our ship. Were you guys involved in the battle, or were you just hanging out over here in the mercenaries never came this way?
You're one of those cursed soldiers that tore up Kunda. Now I have to fix everything you busted. I'll bet you weren't thinking of that.
Didn't I help you fix stuff? Sorry, I remembered I was going to check that other part of the map just to see if there was anything else over there. Also, I'm not sure if the ability to get the atmospheric sensors is now over with, because I didn't see it in the list, and I think the guy's now back helping protect the base. But I'm not kind of curious where those even would be. Are they on the planet someplace where we haven't encountered them? Did we encounter them and I just didn't realize it, so we could have turned them in the whole time? Or is it something like we're supposed to be able to find on other planets? Nope, can't get past that waist-high rock. So, okay, there was nothing else over here because that's the crystal cave. Okay, just wanted to make sure we hadn't missed any further caves or any areas with anything interesting. And I did gonna see with Mira and Beodur if we can finally get them to talk more, because I did, between sessions, I modified and make sure we had max out influence with them. So there's Beodur's remote. Whoa. That wasn't very nice. Okay, so let's try talking to Beodur first.
know I'm glad I found you again, General.
What are you talking about? Now what is it? You were lucky to find me again. Yeah, what are you talking about, dude?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
Okay, so why are you here?
You getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
I mean, why are you still here? We could let you off wherever we stop next. I'm pretty sure you invited yourself along. Yeah, I mean, I get why you joined up, but why didn't you like abandon us or anything?
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Okay, maybe I'm not looking to fix the galaxy. Or sometimes there are things that can't be fixed. Or even if you knew what was wrong with it, how would you know where to start? That's a good point. Where are you planning to start in fixing the galaxy?
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
It's all wires and switches to you, huh? Is that a hint you need to get back to work? Or if you see them, let me know. Yeah, is everything all wires and switches to you?
That's the way I see things. Traveling with you, I know there's something else in the universe, but I can't do anything about it anyways. So I'll leave it to you to take care of.
I told you I'm not a Jedi. Or I'll do my best. Just make sure you keep the ship running. Yep, I'll do my best. I'll do my part and you do yours.
Was there something you wanted me for?
Never mind. Can we not talk to
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
Okay, so I think it's just we have to talk to him multiple times. What do you mean? Well, it's good to hear I'm having a positive effect on you. Your mind is weak, that's why. I mean, he never actually says it's a positive effect, but that's how we're going to take it. Also, looks like your remote wasn't destroyed like we saw in the cutscene. That's good. But glad to hear I'm having a positive effect.
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me for giving the order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
But you can. What you did was necessary, as was what I did. Had you not, millions of innocents in the Republic would have been killed. You saved them. If Ulic Queldroma could be forgiven for waging war against the Republic, you can be forgiven for saving it. Okay, so I guess whatever happened at Malachor that killed off tons of Mandalorians and pretty much ended the war. We were the general in charge, so we were responsible for it somewhat, but he says he doesn't blame us for that. We did what had to be done. But I guess he was the one who implemented the plan, or with all his machinery stuff, he did something machine-ish, built some machine or device that activated, and he blames himself. Yeah, let's... So we can either say you did what was necessary, say you protected lots of innocents, or this is an interesting one. If Ulic Queldroma could be forgiven for waging war against the Republic, you can be forgiven for saving it. So, likening his situation to someone else who also did some horrible things and was forgiven. Because I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess that if we said like, hey, you saved a bunch of people, he's going to be like, oh, that wasn't my intention, though. I know that I did it out of hatred or something. But if we say, hey, there have been some people who did a lot worse and they've been forgiven, that might get through to him.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
You did it to save us, to protect us from death. The Mandalorians were defeated and the Republic saved. Your anger will lead you to the dark side. There was some hatred, but I think there was also... You did care about us. I mean, look, your loyalty to me shows me that, you care about me and, that you probably wanted to help me out in there, unless this loyalty is completely since then. But you did it to save us, protect us from death.
That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands.
Okay. You're too stubborn. There is no blood on your hands, just the blood your guilt forces you to imagine. Or guilt is just something you use to hide from your true responsibility. You have dwelled in the past for too long. You cannot undo history, but you can change the future. Yeah, let's see. You're focusing too much, you're just focusing on your guilt and being stubborn. You're using your guilt to hide from your actual responsibility, or hey, we can't dwell on the past. We can't undo what happened. We can change the future. Yeah, you're talking about forgiving yourself, being able to forgive yourself and be able to move on. Well, that needs to be you need to be able to change your trajectory and say like, hey, I want to not just be the same person I was then.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Okay. Learn the ways of the Force. I could teach you, but you must let go of your anger or else it will destroy you and you will fall. Or, if you let me teach you, the Force can become your shield. I believe you could learn to become a Jedi. Yeah, do you think you could let go of your anger in return for learning the ways of the Force?
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
Okay, then we have no time to waste. Okay, the Force is strong in you, but I fear that your anger would lead you to the dark side. No, that's why we warned him. We don't need to be like, okay, yeah, nope, change my mind. Got no time to waste. I'm going to totally teach you to use the Force, but just like with the Handmaiden, this is totally not Jedi teachings. This is just light side of the Force teachings. HK's over here just wondering what in the world is going on, I guess. I'm surprised he doesn't have a snarky comment about it. Beodur has now become a Jedi Guardian. Alright, cool. Yep, taught him how to meditate, and then he kicked me a few times, and that's all there is to it, to becoming a Jedi Guardian. And now I think Mira might also be able to convince her to learn the Force.
Yeah, something wrong?
Okay, some questions I wanted to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
Okay, well, this is no smuggler's moon.
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Okay. Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
Okay. How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Okay. Maybe now she'll respond to this. Okay, Kreia showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once, how all life there is connected is bound to each other.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you.
Maybe one day? I'll let you.
Okay, come with me and let me show you what Kreia showed me.
Alright, but I doubt you're gonna show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act like a tourist. It attracts predators.
Okay. So never... So that's good. So I think now we can go to Nar Shaddaa and get her to experience feeling the life of the place. Let's head there. Well, I'm actually kind of curious whether... Pretty sure when I looked into it, it said to do this on Nar Shaddaa, but I wonder if this is only Nar Shaddaa, or if there's, like, spots on each planet where we can do it. Only because I'm not... It seems a little odd if you're not looking at a guide. That conversation seems like it'd be a little bit tricky to figure out exactly what you're supposed to do. We don't even get like a new quest for that or anything. But alright, we definitely want to take Mira. Okay, and Mandalore, I guess we still can get some influence with you. Actually, we haven't traveled with Goto very much. You're still over here? Huh. Would have thought you'd have made it back or been salvaged by now. Okay, I think it's in this area.
Yeah, something wrong?
Okay,
Shoot.
You seem more comfortable here than on the Ebonhawk.
Feels better to be back here, not cooped up on that ship.
Okay, why?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise.
Yep. So maybe now that we're here we can get her to listen?
Yeah, well...
Okay, I could try to show you while you're here if you want. Okay, that's new.
Alright, prove it. You can show me now if you want.
Alright, I'll take you to the same place Kreia showed me. Follow me.
Alright, but I doubt you're going to show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act...
Okay, so that's actually the same dialogue option. It's just you can do it while you're on Nar Shaddaa or while you're on the ship. Okay, so where was it? I was pretty sure it was in this area. Because I remember the camera zooming in on the big central pit there, so maybe we need to enter the area. Maybe we need to run around a bit. We need to have it just be a one-on-one lesson and...
What's wrong? Why are you stopping?
Oh, there we go. Here. I wanted you to stand here and listen. Or this is the place that Kreia showed me where you can feel Nar Shaddaa around you, where you can feel the Force. Close your eyes. I want you to hear Nar Shaddaa. Just stand here, shut up, and close your eyes. Okay, I want you to stand here and listen.
I've been out here hundreds of times. There's nothing special about it.
Okay, no, there is. You can feel the Force here. Totally. It's yeah, totally a thing.
No, I don't believe in the Force. It's Jedi tricks. Sleight of hand.
No, it's what you do, and I can prove it. Okay, so we're basically telling her, yeah, you already are sensitive to the Force, you just don't realize it. Or the Force is who you are, it's everything around us. If so, then there's nothing to fear. Yeah, look, I'm going to totally prove to you that you can use the Force.
This I'd like to see. It's not going to hurt, is it?
No, but it may help you put life and all its hopes in perspective. Close your eyes. I want you to hear Nar Shaddaa. Or, nothing is achieved without pain, either yours or someone else's. It's rather Sith-y philosophy. But it may help... No, it may help you put life and all its hopes in perspective. Okay. Close your eyes. Now, are you actually like trying to focus on things, or did you just fall asleep? Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another.
Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another.
Thanks, Kreia. This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echoes travel. Now, I was thinking that maybe we were like remembering when Kreia told this to us, because it seems like this is the same thing, but of course, as the camera's zooming around, it's showing the three of us, which is Kreia just trying to give this lesson herself and we're anticipating her? Okay.
This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echoes travel.
Awaken, Mira. When I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you will wake up. No. I'm pretty sure that it's mean like awaken as in like you are now aware of the Force, not that she was actually asleep or anything. Do not turn away, face it. Or feel these people, feel this planet all around you. Yeah, feel the people in the planet.
I can feel this planet. I can't shut it out. It's louder now, it hurts. All these people.
Oh yeah, you're going to get some of that. You learn to deal with it. You learn to shut it out. There are Jedi techniques for calming the mind. Or I can train you, Mira, to become something greater and to protect others. This is the potential all Jedi possess. Or don't shut it out. Endure it in all its pain, all its misery, and become stronger for it. Let's see. Yeah, I can totally train you to protect others. That's good.
That's what I want. I'm sure of it more than anything.
I want to become like you. I want to be strong. I don't want to be afraid or alone anymore. I want to keep running and looking and never feel like I'm finding what I'm looking for. I am tired of being hunted.
When the galaxy takes something from me, I want the power to let go. And I want the power to heal the echo when it's gone.
Oh, that's a pretty good attitude, actually. One can live their whole life with such echoes, Mira, but I can teach you to accept them. I cannot promise that, Mira. I can only teach you what I know. Nothing is certain, but all one can do is try. Sometimes it's difficult to let go of such things. I mean, I do think, depending on what is taken from you, healing the echo, like, that might not be making it go away, but it might just be being able to finally accept it and, and deal with it. So I can teach you to accept them. Let's go with that.
That sounds all right from where I'm standing.
Mira has taken her first steps on the path of a Jedi Sentinel. She will grow in ability. She travels and learns from you. Alright, good. So now we can finally level her up. Okay, she gets weapon proficiency, lightsaber, Jedi defense, force immunity, fear, and Jedi sense. She's a... probably give her finesse lightsaber. I think we'll give her the purple lightsaber that we make. Should be... most of our Jedi are actually unarmed, but she'd get good use out of a lightsaber. Give her... yeah, we're going to want to give her some Jedi abilities, some lightsaber abilities, but let's... oh, that's what I was looking for. Okay, dueling. Yep. One-handed weapon. Give her lightsaber finesse so she can use dexterity. Let her throw a lightsaber. Okay, force sensitive and unarmed specialist. Okay, give her healing, because that's of course always good. Alright. And here now, have a lightsaber. It's been a while since we've updated your equipment too. Tech specialist belt, dexterity +2 instead of current dexterity +1. That's probably good. I think those will do better than the stealth. We can give you... Okay, probably the response, more dexterity. You don't need weapon focus blaster stuff. You're not going to use a blaster. Although, I guess just the dexterity +1 will be helpful. Dexterity +3 is probably the best ones we have for her. Defense bonus 5 and some stuff. Do we have any Jedi robes that are better? Okay. Keepers of the Hall of Knowledge in the Great Jedi Library maintained the protected archives and acted as references to those who desired a more interactive solution to their problems. Okay, we don't have any really great Jedi robes. Does not restrict force powers and has defense bonus and a pretty good dexterity bonus, or max dexterity bonus, fortitude. Well, I think her current armor is still better than that. So, okay, keep your current armor for now, unless we get something a lot better. Oh, yeah, it's a nice looking lightsaber there.
Status active.
So, what did you think of all this, Goto? I mean, you're just kind of here watching us learn how to use the Force. I guess he'd probably say, don't really care what you Jedi types try to do as long as it doesn't disrupt, destabilize things and make business bad. This? Oh yeah, he has the ability to like take over other droids. That's pretty good. We haven't really used that much, probably because we don't travel with Goto much. Maybe we'll travel with Goto a bit more on next time, now that we've gotten everybody influenced up who can become a Jedi. Oh, also, I think we'll talk to Mandalore on the ship, because we did get that other bunch of Mandalorians, and maybe he has something to say about that. So, okay. So that was good. Then I'm pretty sure we just need to go back to Telos and talk to Atris. Don't think there's anyone left to... Wait, who are you? What are you doing around our ship? Commoner?
Goto's yacht was fired on by a Republic warship. Has the Republic declared war on the Exchange?
I don't know, Goto, how do you feel about that? What are you doing? Don't you ever sleep? Didn't expect to see you awake. Or what are you doing up? Yeah, bit restless?
I dreamt of Malachor. I remember the ships, the last stand of the Republic. The tattered remnants of our fleet, the largest we could gather. But it was damaged, weakened, and vulnerable. The Mandalorians couldn't resist. They tore into us like beasts, shredding our ships to scrap as we fought back. Yet this time there were no reinforcements for either side. Revan had been delayed out-system by Mandalorian scout ships. By the time he arrived, it was too late, and beyond Malachor there were no more Mandalorians left to die. I remember standing on the bridge with you and watching the destruction of the Republic, watching ships full of soldiers and Jedi burn and die. I remember the look you had when you turned to me. It was the longest you'd ever looked at me. You didn't say anything, just a nod. Events moved quickly then, even in my dreams. Flashes, explosions, you falling. I could feel the pain around me. And then the memory. The drifting hulks of the Mandalorian ships, the dead, allies, friends, strangers. And then the echo, lingering, a sound I awakened to in my nightmares.
They had to die. There was no choice. Or my decision haunts me, too. It was a glorious victory. Where the Mandalorians killed thousands, they deserved it. So let's see. It sounds like we basically goaded them into a trap and then destroyed them. But either destroying them also killed a bunch of our allies, or else it allowed a bunch of our allies to be killed before we could spring the trap or something. Maybe we had to wait for them to be fully engaged and committed before we could actually pull the trigger on it. So yeah, that's kind of haunting. Yeah, it's not easy to live with.
Blame lies with me for creating it. The situation forced your hand. Anger forced mine.
If you're to blame for its creation, then I'm equally to blame for commanding its use. That's just kind of common sense, isn't it?
You realize that unless action was taken, the fleet would be destroyed and the Republic would fall. None of us realized the magnitude of what we unleashed.
Or are we going to actually get to see? Oh no, it's just... We're just back to here. Okay. Hey Mandalore, how you doing, buddy?
I have questions for you.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You fought with Revan and Malak during the Mandalorian Wars. Why?
They were the only Jedi who realized that the Republic would fall without the support of the Jedi. I wanted to test my training in a real fight. They provided an opportunity. What I thought isn't important. Yeah, they were the only Jedi who really wanted to do the right thing, it looked like.
Huh. We'd never faced Jedi before, and didn't know the threat they represented. You've always been in the Jedi Order. Things that are common knowledge to you are rumors and stories to the rest of the galaxy. We only knew what we had seen in holovids and from our experience with Exar Kun. And by that time, he was completely a Sith. We thought we would triumph easily over such noble and compassionate leaders. Those are weaknesses we easily exploited in the past. What did you think of us?
The Mandalorians were a menace. They had to be stopped. Violent butchers without humanity. Strong warriors and worthy adversaries. I'll keep my opinions of your kind to myself. I do think you guys were sort of violent butchers, but not without humanity. You did have to be stopped. But, I do think that there was some kind of nobility about you. Not that I think that condones what you guys did in the war you started, but, you were worthy adversaries.
And that is how we thought of you. Not of the Jedi in particular, but the men and women who joined Revan and Malak to fight against us. You turned a demoralized, defeated mess into a coordinated army. You brought tactics, backbone, and above all else, victory to them. Ever consider what would have happened if we'd won? The Sith would have been nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clans. We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic. With a wealth of the core worlds providing arms and warships to fuel our growth. Instead, the Republic won. Look around you. Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this. Is the galaxy better off for the Republic's victory?
Of course, the Mandalorians couldn't run the Republic. I don't deal in what-ifs. You're a fool if you think it's not. Yeah, I don't think you guys could have really run the Republic. Certainly not the way that it should have been. I don't know that we would have cared for the changes that would have been made. I don't think you guys could have done it.
I suppose we'll never know. Now, is there something else you needed?
Yeah, never mind. Let's see. Is there more conversation?
Yeah, what do you want?
What's your take on the Republic?
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
Okay, I think we've already been down this road, but you were defeated and the Republic is recovering.
Open your eyes. The ease of our attack was as much a testament to the strength of the Mandalorian clans as it was to the weakness of the Republic. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head on.
Okay. The Jedi had their reasons for staying out of the war. Perhaps the Jedi thought the Mandalorians a threat not worthy of their attention. It wasn't fear that kept the Jedi from fighting. Yeah, I don't think it was fear that kept the Jedi from fighting. I don't think it was good for them not to do it, but I don't think it was quite fear that stopped them.
I'm sure there were good reasons. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now is there something else you needed?
Okay, never mind. Okay, maybe we'll need to bump up his influence a bit to try to complete talking with him. Alright, so let's go. Here. Not. Maybe we need to talk to the handmaiden to figure out how to get back to Atris's. Is there an easy way to get back there? Because this is just going to take us to Citadel Station. And I think when we talked to Handmaiden before, I think there were some dialogue options about like, hey, can we go back to visit Atris or something like that? We'll see. Okay, let's go talk to the Handmaiden. Okay, I have to say with the way that you've normally been dressed completely in white, it's actually kind of surprising suddenly seeing you in brown robes. I know that we're the ones who did that like a few sessions ago, but the fact that we haven't been traveling with her just makes it a bit of a surprise.
Yes?
Okay, I need to ask you some questions.
You may ask.
Okay. Did Atris ever mention me? Why do you look different? Do you have a name? I would like to return to the Academy on Telos. Yes, that's what we want to do.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them? Forget it, I had some other questions, or never mind. Hey, do you have them? We kind of need to go see Atris now.
Yes, but I could not give them to you.
Okay. Never mind. Well, so how are we supposed to talk to Atris? Are we supposed to talk to Atris? Have we gotten everybody? Somebody driving really fast outside. Let's see, so the one on Dantooine, Master Vrook, we're like, yeah, we're gathering everybody on Dantooine, and he's like, okay, I'll meet everybody here. Korriban, we found the Jedi Master there was sadly deceased. Nar Shaddaa, we talked to the Jedi Master there. Did he agree to meet us on Dantooine? I don't know if he did. Onderon, we talked to him, he agreed to meet us. Maybe we have to go back to Nar Shaddaa. Maybe we have to talk to that guy and tell him to go to Dantooine as well. Or maybe we need to also go to Onderon and tell him, like, hey, it's time to meet up. Okay, let's try going... We can skip the cutscenes this time. Not sure where he would be on here. Let's take Goto. Atten, we haven't taken you in a while. So if he's still here, I'm assuming he'd be in his little Jedi apartment that we met him in. Let's see. If not, this might end up just being where we stop and they'll figure out what to do, where we're supposed to go by next time. No, it's this one at the end. I can see the extra room back here. And he's not here. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to do. If we're supposed to go back to Telos and maybe wander around and, like, maybe we find some way to get back on there. Maybe there's somebody we were supposed to contact. I was thinking maybe the Handmaiden would give us... that she'd be like, oh, now that we've gotten the others, we can go back and talk to Atris. Not sure, so I'll have to look that up, and we'll deal with that next time. And speaking of next time, let's see, I will be here on Monday. I will not be here next Friday. So, but I should be here on Monday and the following Monday, and then we'll plan to continue Knights of the Old Republic in 2 weeks. So, yeah, in that time, I'll make sure to figure out where we're going next and see if we can... Yeah, I think we're... I don't think we're, like, close enough that we're going to finish up next session, but I do think we're starting to get in more towards in the end game. Kind of like in the first game, when we found all the star charts and made it to the unknown planet, with the Ancient Empire. I don't think they make a reappearance, but I honestly don't remember much about the end game of this, so I guess we'll find out. And with that, thank you for joining me. Have a good week, good 2 weeks if you're not watching Monday streams, and I'll see you next time. Bye.